What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are going to have a little pep talk about the crypto markets today, okay? Even the bears, even the bulls, no matter who you are, you need to hear this stuff, okay? Because it's very I think it's very important to just consider a different perspective than maybe what the average person is saying in the markets, right? The average person right now, you're hearing things like there's a recession coming, we're in a recession. By the way, I think we're on the up and up out of a recession now. Maybe we can go back into a recession, but I think that we're on the up and up out of it, right? I think the recession already happened. I think it's happened since the end of 2021, and we're at the bottom of that right now. But that's not the point of what I'm trying to say. Who knows? Well, who am I to say that? I'm not an economist. I'm just a chart monkey after all. What I'm trying to say here, my friends, is I bet there's a lot of you out there, myself included, who wishes they might have taken more profits at the top. Maybe you didn't take any profits. Maybe you wish you took some at all, or you ran with everything that you had. It's so obvious that you should have sold at the top. And of course, hindsight is 2020. It's obvious down here. It's really easy to look back at that and feel dumb for not selling, but you don't know at the moments, right? Just like we don't know now, is it a good time to buy or not? It probably is. The perspective I want to offer is play a mental game with yourself. Because if you're on the brink of selling, or if you have sold at these areas, I especially am talking to you. Or if you're thinking about selling, or you feel fearful, I'm especially talking to you. Okay. If you did play this mental game with yourself, let's say you did sell the top of whatever coin you're holding, Bitcoin at 109,000, 105,000, maybe just sold it above 100,000. XRP at $3, whatever. Name your coin, whatever. XCN at 4 cents, 5 cents. I didn't actually hit 5 cents, but you get the point. If you were looking at the markets now, let's say that you sold up there and you didn't spend a single cent, you didn't get back into the markets at all, and you look at the markets today, genuinely be honest with yourself. If you sold there, what kind of aspect, what kind of thought would you have toward the crypto markets right now? Would it be, I'm glad I got out of this, man, this shit sucks. I'm glad I got out of this, now it's going to zero. Or would you be really heavily considering reallocating back in, even a little bit, right? Like even a little bit, if not going fully deployed, right? The people, the smart money, they are getting in at these prices. They were getting in at prices above, layering in all the way through. And I think it's very important to consider this perspective, because we internalize things, we personalize things in these markets in circumstances like this. We think, oh, I'm such an idiot. Oh, I could have done this better. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Well, play a game. What if you did do it better? If you did it perfect, in fact, what would you do right now? You didn't do it perfect, so you feel remorse, you feel emotional, you feel negative about your actions and that you're not making the right decisions, and that might, in your own feelings, in your own heart, in your own head, make you think, I don't know what I'm doing. I need to get out of the markets. I'm not saying that that's how I feel right now. I feel very confident we're about to move up, you guys. I very damn well know what I'm doing, but I've been there before. I remember my first crypto bull market. I remember what it was like. Even in my second bull market, I did not do things perfectly all the time. The things that I did perfect in the second bull market that I had were the coins that I did not touch, that I let sit, or the coins that I was like, you know what, I'm just not going to move with these. The ones that I tried to play around with, or the ones that I tried to make up for, those are the ones that I messed up the most. But the ones that I did right were the ones that I just let play out, right? Because, and here's probably where the dots connect, where it makes sense out of that. When you're moving things around in moments like this, you're not at a good rational state of thought right now, or in a rational state of being, right? Whenever you bought the coins, you probably were. Or, I mean, if you bought the highs, maybe you weren't rational, but you bought them for a reason. Hopefully it wasn't just for a pump. Hopefully you bought these coins, whatever they might be, because you like the fundamentals, you like the project, right? But all that goes out the window because of your emotional state, right? Are you more likely to make a good decision in a highly emotional state, or a bad decision, right? And again, just going back to my own experience, it's the coins that I didn't touch when I was in those emotional states that performed the best. And the moves that I tried to make, that I was trying to be smart, I was trying to make up for the losses, I was being greedy even when I was fearful. That's a terrible combination. Those were the ones that I screwed up the most, and I might as well just given money away to some random person, right? Like on the streets, I should have just burned the money or taken it to Vegas. It would have been more fun that way, right? The essence of what I'm trying to say here is, don't mess up your game plan. You bought for a reason. Every bullish prediction, aspiration that we have for this market. It's coming. We're at the precipice of this next leg up, you guys. We really, really are. And we've been saying this for a little bit now. It's been months that we've been saying this. And even still, I don't care if it's 3 months away. I don't care if it's 2 days away. We're right at the precipice of this next movement up. And if you don't believe me, again, play that mental game with yourself. It is incredibly obvious what the right decision is here, right? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. But even if prices are to go lower, this is definitely a good area to start allocating back into the markets, right? And it's better to do so at the low points than it is to do on the bounces, because at the bounce, you very well might just buy the high, and it's a lower high to an inevitable lower low, right? And then you're playing that emotional game with yourself. It's good to buy when others are fearful. And I think it would be the most obvious to buy right now if you did play it perfectly, right? Because I've actually seen a lot of people, and I know this in myself. I've had these same thoughts where it's just like, man, if I did it this way, if I did it that way, well, you didn't. Get over it. Suck it up. It's okay. You'll learn from it, or you won't. You know, if you make the wrong decision, if you complete the circle, if you didn't sell the highs and now you sell the lows, that's really the biggest mistake. It's not buying the highs and writing it down here. That the biggest mistake would be buying the highs and selling the lows. It sucks watching profits go away or watching your initial position come down. It sucks watching that happen. But it's even worse whenever you sell the low, you realize your losses, and then the whole market has a party in a matter of a week or a month. And it's times like this when we are very emotionally charged that we do not make the right decision. And I love to also lay out this scenario here. I've said this a few times, right? And I think I got it wrong the last couple times, because I'll say this is person A and then person 2. I'm just going to say person A and person B, okay? You've got person A, paper hands, right? They fold in the wind, right? Here they are. And you've got person B, strong hands, right? Person A, when they invest, when they buy, when they sell, they use emotion. They make emotionally backed decisions. Person B does not make emotionally backed decisions. When they invest, when they sell, they're calculated decisions as part of a plan. Who do you think is going to make more money? Who do you think is going to be more successful, right? And I'll let you answer that. It's very obvious. If you sold the top and you had excess cash right now, even if you allocated all the way down, if you had extra cash on the side, maybe I'm speaking to some of you that do. I'm fully deployed at this point, man. I've worked my way down. I didn't blow it all in one load, but man, it's at that point where I am fully deployed in the markets right now. If I was to buy anything else, I would have to either wait for my next check or make a good trade, which is basically the same thing, or I would have to move coins from another coin. But I've learned my lesson there too. By the way, on that note, you guys, I know I'm getting distracted from whatever I was just saying there, but I hope it's obvious as to what the right decision is. I was saying if you sold and you had money to buy, it's very obvious what the right decision is. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Damn it, and then I got distracted onto what I was just going to say there. Oh yeah. This is not the time, as much as it might feel like it, to move your coins around. In fact, I would bet, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but whatever coin you're holding, let's say you hold 3 coins, let's say you hold 5 coins, let's say it's 10 or more, whatever. Not for everybody, but for most of you. The coin that you want to sell the most right now, the one that you feel the worst about, the one that you wish you never bought, or that you put more money into whatever coin, blah, 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 something like that, the one you feel the worst about, I would bet a lot of money that that's the one you should buy more of, and certainly not the one that you should trade for the coins that you have good feelings about now while you're in an emotional state, irrational state, right? It's not the time to do that. You're not going to think clearly, okay? In fact, what I want to see in the comments, just for fun, I'll make a video on this. I will write down every single coin that we see in the comments here. I'm not going to write it down twice if it's coming up twice, but I want to know what that coin is to you. Everybody in the comments, tell me, I'm holding this coin, I'm holding that coin, and I have a bad feeling about it. Okay, now if it's a coin like Blue Zell, or if it's a coin like I don't know, not XCN. What is it? Electronium. I think it's ETCN is Electronium. If it's a coin that's dead, that's no longer in existence, if it's a coin that is literally fizzling out to zero, that's a different story, okay? If you made a bad investment, that's a bad investment. But if it's a good investment, it has good fundamentals, nothing has changed recently except for the price. The fundamentals are all the same. Every reason that you bought is still the same. If you don't know the fundamentals of the thing that you bought, then why the hell did you buy it? You have no business buying something unless you can walk down the street, talk to a stranger, and tell them what it is that this coin does. If you can't at least do that, what makes it different, what makes it special, what you like about it, if you can't do that, you have no business buying a coin, right? If you're doing that, just go to Vegas. Just join the meme coin market, right? That's in my opinion, because you're just gambling at that point. If you're investing, you should be aware of what you're buying, okay? Technical analysis only goes so far. But I want to know what your coins are, because this could actually help maybe somebody. If you've got extra capital on the side, these might be the best coins to buy for the coming pump, okay? Just all that perspective showing that we do not think rationally in the markets. And I predict that of the people here that tell me whatever coin it is that they're feeling the least confident in, that they hold, that they wish they sold, that they wish they didn't hold at all, they never got into it, I want to know what that coin is, because I would bet within the next month those will be the ones that are the top performers. That's historically how it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm just bad luck. Maybe myself, I'm just bad luck to me. Maybe every coin that I do that with, they happen to perform really well afterwards, and it's just me. But I have a feeling that I'm not special. I have a feeling that I'm just like the rest of you, and that my psyche, my mentality towards this market is very similar, right? That's why whenever I say things like this, because I've been in my third bull market now, whenever I talk about the hard times and people say, wow, that's really relatable, it feels like you're reading my mind. Like, this literally just happened to me today, what you're saying. It's because I've been there, right? We are all special in our own degree, right? So some of us more than others, right? I don't mean that as a compliment. Maybe it could be a compliment. I don't know. I'm just saying that we have a lot more in common. We have a lot more in common than we do in differences. And it's from my mistakes that I'm trying to help people avoid making their own mistakes, because your mistakes will likely be the same mistakes I've made in the past. So a lot of people in the space, they think that they have to charge you money to teach you these mistakes, and the logic behind it is, well, it costs me money, so I'm going to charge you money for it. And I get that. That's fair. To each their own. If you want to charge people for education in crypto, that's fine. But I didn't have that. I was living at my mom's house whenever I started out in crypto. I didn't have the means to invest in somebody. And the people that I did give money to, the paid groups I went to, they were all BS. They weren't worth it. There's plenty of paid groups out there that are BS, and there are plenty of paid groups out there that are not BS. But it's hard to find. It's hard to say. There are plenty of people that do paid groups and they do it right? But I just remember what it's like to have questions and to have uncertainties, and I didn't want to pay for somebody to soothe me, and nobody would. I had to figure it out on my own, and when I figured it out on my own, it sucked. So that's why I don't charge people money. That's why I talk about this stuff for free, because for one, I could be wrong, right? I've done paid groups before and they were wrong. I'm paying for somebody's advice that I'm literally losing money on. Doesn't make sense to me. Didn't sit right with me, right? And even though I'm wrong, I'm more what I'm more trying to provide here is just a little bit of insight into what my mistakes are, so that you can hopefully learn from them. You can have somebody who can walk you through what those mistakes were for themselves, what to avoid, the do's and don'ts, and you can do whatever you want with your money. It's your money. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not in charge of anybody's capital. You are. And at the end of the day, if you really want to sell after this video, you're going to sell. I'm not going to be able to stop you. That's on you. But just take it for what it's worth from someone who's been in crypto since 2015. Who's literally been through moments just like this so many times, you guys. It's not even since the last cycle. We've been through moments like this in this very cycle already. People forget how boring that halving time lull was. It's just, we are so quick to forget. But don't forget, guys. We are still in a bull market. We are far from the end of it. Okay. We might have a little bit more to go to the downside, but we're right there. And again, ask yourself, if I sold the top, what would I do right now? Would I be like, haha, sucks for the crypto market, it's in a bear market now? Or would you be chomping at the bit, eager to get back in because you know what's coming? I hope you can answer that yourself, and I hope it's the right answer. I'm not going to answer that for you. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Have patience, my friends. We're almost there. The light is at the end of the tunnel. And there's going to be some shiny objects coming in at the end of that tunnel. Don't get shiny object syndrome, you guys. Don't chase the coins that are pumping. You own coins. Maybe they don't pump with the rest of the market immediately, or maybe they don't pump when some coins pump, but have patience, right? Have patience. Everything's going to pump in a matter of no time at all. Unless, of course, it's breaking serious market structure and it's a crap coin that's dead. You know, there are some coins that exist that are like that too. So that's on you to kind of discern what that is, hopefully. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.